Hey guys, Emily Arger here. I'm a certified fast-weighted fat loss coach, a wife, a mom to two, and the creator of the online series Whittle Your Waist, where my goal is to teach women how to safely and effectively implement a daily intermittent fasting schedule that works for them. So let's talk about the dreaded plateau. We all stumble upon these plateaus on our fitness, health, and wellness journey. It's just inevitable because the body is so brilliant, it will adapt to what we make it do on a daily basis. So it does make sense that what we are doing right now won't necessarily always work because the body will adapt. It will get easier to do the things that are a little bit harder now, and things that burned a lot of fat in the beginning won't always result in fat loss in the future. So here are 3 tips to help you bust through a plateau. Now these seem relatively obvious, but when you're kind of in the thick of it and perhaps frustrated that you aren't making progress, these hopefully will help, okay? So if you've reached a plateau, the first thing I want you to do is throw away your scale, or at least put it in your closet for a good 10 days to 2 weeks. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to break out your measuring tape and your camera for progress pictures. Because here's the thing, if you are only using the scale as a form of success, as a form of measurement, you're probably not seeing the full picture, okay? So I want to encourage you to stay away from the scale for a good 10 to 14 days and instead go ahead and do your measurements. So you're gonna do a waist measurement at your belly button. You're gonna do hips, booty, thigh, you can do chest, you can do arm, and I want you to write those down and don't check them for that 10 to 14 days, okay? So I really want you to focus. Although it may not feel like you're making progress, it might just be because you've only used the scale as a form of measurement, okay? So that is one way to bust through a plateau. Now that's not necessarily getting you through the plateau, but it's helping you look at your situation a little bit different, okay? Because again, if you're only using the scale, you are not seeing the full picture. And I bet within that 10 to 14 days of not stepping on the scale, you're gonna see progress in smaller measurements, and if you take progress pictures, you're gonna see a change in those pictures, okay? All right, so number 2, what you can do is, if you are an intermittent faster, change up your fasting window and eating window, okay? So the body, again, adapts to what we make it do on a regular basis. Now that's good as far as fasting is concerned, because that truly does make the intermittent fast easier. But let's say that for the last 6-9 months, you've been doing a 12 to 8 eating window and fasting from 8 p.m. until noon the next day. I want to encourage you to just switch it up a little bit, okay? So maybe shift it back to 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or if that doesn't work for your family, maybe 11 to 7. Now that seems like a pretty subtle change, but that's gonna allow you to switch up your food a little bit. So maybe you're breaking your fast with more like breakfast food, some eggs, a nice chicken salad. I just want you to change up that window. Again, if you've been so strict with that 12 to 8, I want you to switch it up, okay? You could even shorten the window a little bit more. Let's say you've done the 8-hour window really easy breezy. Well, let's try to shorten that eating window to about 7 hours. Now, I still want you to get all your needed macronutrients within that shortened window, but let's just shorten it a little bit and make your meals a little bit larger, see how you're feeling, and go from there, okay? So if you are stuck in a plateau, let's keep the fasting, but let's manipulate the timing a little bit and maybe shorten that window a little bit more. Again, being diligent to get all of your macronutrients in that shortened window, but just try switching it up a little bit, okay? So tip number 3, again, this is an obvious one, but in this day and age, we are so go, 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 busy, busy, busy that we often forget. I'm gonna encourage you to go to bed 30 minutes earlier and try and sleep in a little bit longer too. So in your day, I want you to try and get an extra 45 minutes of sleep. Crazy, right? Sleep is so necessary for recovery. We burn fat when we are sleeping. Our body literally is cleaning up the body and the brain while we sleep. So I want to encourage you to try and get an extra 45 minutes of sleep each day for the next week to 10 days, okay? Now that does take some diligence, because whether you're on your phone at night or you're watching Netflix on repeat, something is keeping you up, and it's probably not totally necessary. It's more habit, it's more you're just beat. So I'm gonna encourage you, do a hot Epsom salt bath, have some stress relief yogi tea, and go to bed 45 minutes earlier. Again, it's either 45 minutes earlier or say 30 minutes earlier, and then you're sleeping in an extra 15 minutes. I want you to try and tag on an extra 45 minutes of sleep every day for the next week to 10 days, okay? I bet you that is definitely gonna help you bust through that plateau. Again, oftentimes if you're not seeing results, it's because you're overtired, you're not getting the rest and recovery that your body needs, and that's gonna stall your progress, okay? So I hope that helps, ladies. If you have any other additional tips to add, I would love to hear it. Go ahead and leave your comment below. Be sure to subscribe to this video, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.